My fiancé cheated and said I'd never find someone like her. A year later, I'm dating a model who had a crush on me since high school. Her name was Jessica, and we'd been together for 4 years. Everyone thought we were the perfect couple. We had the ring, the wedding venue booked, invitations ordered, the whole thing. I was working as an accountant at a firm downtown. Nothing fancy but stable. Jessica worked in marketing and was always going to these networking events and company dinners. I trusted her completely, until I didn't. It was a Tuesday night in March when I came home early from work with food poisoning. I felt terrible, just wanted to crawl into bed. When I pulled into our apartment complex, I saw Jessica's car in the lot, which was weird because she said she'd be at a client dinner until 9. I walked upstairs and heard voices coming from inside our apartment. Laughter. A man's laugh. I opened the door and there was Jessica on our couch with some guy I'd never seen before. They weren't just talking. They jumped apart when they saw me, but the damage was done. I stood there feeling like I might throw up, and not from the food poisoning. Jessica started crying immediately, saying it wasn't what it looked like, that he was just a coworker. But I'd seen enough. The guy grabbed his jacket and basically ran out of there without even looking at me. I told Jessica to pack her stuff. She switched from crying to angry in about 2 seconds. Started yelling about how I was never around, how I worked too much, how I didn't appreciate her. Then she said the thing that really stuck with me. You're never going to find someone like me. Look at yourself. You're boring. You're average. You'll end up alone. She moved out that weekend. I spent the next few months in this weird fog, just going through the motions. Work, gym, sleep, repeat. My friends tried to get me out to bars and stuff, but I wasn't ready. I deleted all my social media because I couldn't handle seeing Jessica posting pictures with that same guy, acting like our 4 years together never happened. 6 months after the breakup, I finally felt okay enough to exist in public again. I was at this coffee shop near my office, just working on my laptop, when someone tapped my shoulder. I looked up and saw this woman who looked really familiar, but I couldn't place her. She had this huge smile and said, Derek Martinez from Lincoln High? Then it clicked. It was Amber Chen, who'd been 2 grades below me in high school. But she looked completely different now. She'd been pretty back then, but now she was stunning. Turned out she'd become a professional model after college, doing campaigns for major brands. We talked for like an hour. She was in town visiting family and remembered I used to live in the area. The crazy part was when she admitted she'd had the biggest crush on me in high school. Said she used to watch me play basketball during lunch and was too nervous to ever say hi. I honestly had no memory of this, but she pulled up her old yearbook on her phone and showed me where she'd written my name in hearts on the back page. We exchanged numbers and she asked if I wanted to grab dinner sometime. I figured why not. Our first date was at this Thai place downtown and it was honestly the most fun I'd had in months. Amber was funny, easy to talk to, and didn't play any games. She told me about her modeling career, the travel, the weird photo shoots. I told her about the breakup and she just listened without judgment. We started seeing each other regularly whenever she was in town. By month 3, we were officially together. Now here's where it gets good. About a year after Jessica and I broke up, I was at the grocery store with Amber. We were just shopping for dinner, laughing about something stupid when I heard someone say my name. I turned around and there was Jessica with a shopping cart staring at us with her mouth literally hanging open. She looked at me, then at Amber, then back at me. I could see her brain trying to process what she was seeing. I introduced Amber as my girlfriend, keeping it casual. Jessica's face went through about 5 different emotions in 10 seconds. She kept staring at Amber, and I could tell she recognized her from somewhere. Finally, Jessica stammered out asking if Amber was the same model from those makeup commercials on TV. Amber smiled and said yes. You could see Jessica just deflating right there in the cereal aisle. She mumbled something about being happy for us and practically ran away with her cart. Amber asked if that was the ex who said I'd never find anyone like her. When I said yes, Amber laughed and said, well, she was right. You found someone way better. Jessica tried texting me later that night saying we should catch up and talk. I blocked her number. A few months later, I heard through mutual friends that Jessica and that guy she cheated with had broken up. Apparently, he'd been cheating on her the whole time they were together. Karma's funny like that. Meanwhile, Amber and I just celebrated our 1-year anniversary. She's flying back from a shoot in Paris next week, and I'm picking her up from the airport. Life's pretty good when you realize the trash took itself out.